He also took account of a cunning reply, rook to knight 8 check. So after pawn's queen, he took account of rook here, rook g1 check, which fells the king to rook 3, queen's bishop 4, king to rook 4. However, he failed to find the excellent rejoinder, which was rook to queen 7 check, and black draws on the very first move. So after e8 queen, rook d2 check, and that draws. Taking rook is bad because queen takes rook. Rook takes queen. Rook takes rook, and then there's queen to bishop 3, c6, just picking up that rook on e8. So king to bishop 3 or bishop 1 loses to queen b4 check. So there or there loses to queen to bishop 4 check. Yeah. And after king to rook 1, there comes rook to queen 8 with perpetual. And black has a very fine win after king to rook 3. So there's queen b4 check. So pawn to knight 4. Queen bishop 8 check. King to rook 4, and there's rook takes pawn check. King to knight 5, rook to bishop 4 check. Queen to king 5, queen to bishop 3, mate. So basically it does look tricky, this position here. So that's the second way of working, the most important factor in developing analytical ability, the factor of finding the really important lines. Sorry, in this way of looking at this complex position. The third factor is the speed of analysis. So otherwise you'll get in time trouble. What did Rybka actually think of this example then? White's actually losing this, Rybka thinks. So it is, it's not a white's play and win puzzle. White seems to be losing in all the variations. That's a bit unfortunate. So e8, queen. I hadn't given that variation with rook d2 check. That's a very strong line. So here it's wrong to do queen takes g7, because then black does have this queen f8 resource. So the way that Master had recommended it was just queening first, but it does give black the opportunity now to do something clever. So there's the rook d2 or rook g1 resources. So that has a bit of a downside, this move as well. So he'd factored in rook g8, but not rook g1, but not rook d2. So here there's a slight difference when this is all running with check, and now this is mating. So that's interesting. There are cunning black resources here, and Rybka thinks immediately sees actually rook d2. So after e8 queen, rook d2 is the saving resource for black here. So then if king h1. In fact, there's a different move Rybka gives here. Let's have a look. After rook d2 check, so taking the rook is bad, yes. King to rook there comes rook to queen 8 with perpetual. In fact, Rybka gives an advantage for black here with actually rook takes b2. So leaving two white queens on the board, this is amazing. So there's two white queens left on the board here, and it seems white can't do anything with them. Let's see, if queen takes rook, then there's rook takes e8, and this is great for black because rook takes e8, queen c6, the same sort of theme that Kotov hit on, and different variation. So picking up the rook, bring a bishop up, and if the queen moves, say queen e4, then in this position apparently black has an advantage with rook a2 or f2. So what is going on here for black to have the advantage after rook a2? It's fascinating. Well, the two rooks balance one of the queens, then we've got that queen, and then we've got the bishop and pawns balancing the rook, so maybe black's overall winning on material. Let's count that up. 10, 15, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26 against 10, 20, 25, 26. I don't know. Here, okay, let's give an example. Rook, queen to cedes d4, queen h5. So this rook on the 7th remains dangerous. And here, after h4, black has rook e8. And this is an unbelievable position to analyse. Queen f4. Is black really better? I'm not sure about this minus 0.51. It seems quite tricky. But queen g6, and the queen is threatening to join the power of that rook on the 7th to try and get some attack going. So rook takes e8, say, queen takes. So we've got rook and bishop versus one of the queens. Queen f5. I don't know, I think this is just too complicated. So anyway, what do we learn from that example? That Kotov was using the example to show that there were factors for improving analysis. Finding really important lines, speed of analysis, and he would do this by trying to work out all the possible variations. And he also reduced the time he had available each time to try and get rid of superficiality and speed up his thinking. And that would become his cure if to someone who's getting in time trouble all the time, who missed out key variations. He also talks about the tournament rules giving 4 minutes per move on average, which is quite generous. It's FIDE time control, I think. Or is it longer than the current FIDE time control? It seems quite a lot, 4 minutes a move. And then he says, like, there's 3 factors which guarantee finding the right move. So accurate analysis of all variations. That can be logically considered. Confidence that you have taken into account all the best moves, and strict economy in thinking time. And then Kotov goes on to say he's going to dissect all 3 in turn, and dissect the most complex and incomprehensible caprices which occur in a player's thinking. So he's talking about trees of analysis next. So yeah, that was an interesting example to start off with. It wasn't so clear that white is winning after all, because black has some cunning resources involving checks, involving this rook. White's king is quite exposed here, so it's a double-edged position. Anyway, I hope there was some insight there. Please leave any comments on YouTube. Thanks very much.